Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come on and touch on the episode from Sunday of Real Housewives of Atlanta and just touch on a couple things that were going on there. I normally don't recap the full show. I don't even remember everything that happened on there. I know there was a conversation at a spa between Sheree and Marlo and Candy, and they were kind of explaining to her that they didn't feel like she was genuinely trying to build friendships with them. And so then she kind of went into this whole crying scene. And she's stating on her speak on it, her over, that's here on YouTube over on her page. She is saying that we did not see everything. There were certain things that were cut out, and so they were saying a lot more than what they said. And it just made her look like she just kind of, got hysterical just over them saying she's not a good friend. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about that because I do feel like they probably don't want to look as if they are kind of trying to push a friendship with her. And so they are letting her kind of lead that as far as if they're going to be friends or not. And so I kind of think that's what they were trying to say as well, without saying it in a way, I guess. Because, a lot of people on Twitter, when this whole conversation about Sheep by Sheree was coming up, people were asking, why is she not getting advice from Candy? Or why is, Candy probably is in a position to at least refer her to someone that could help her, right? But then, after watching how people are treating this whole drop it by Drew situation, I started to think, and you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. I'm starting to think that maybe some of these businesses that they introduce on this show are just not real. Let me know if you guys think that. I'm kind of thinking maybe Sheep by Sheree is just a storyline, and then maybe this dropping with Drew is kind of a storyline as well. Now, a lot of people on Twitter was kind of going, they was coming for the girls. They were definitely going in on the rest of the ladies because they feel like it kind of comes off like Mean Girls. Like they're kind of piling up on her about this, instead of just giving her advice. It's kind of how they are approaching this, and we understand this is a TV show, so maybe that's just what it is. But I'm like, dang, if she really trying to get this, if this is a real business, they're certainly trashing it, right? Like, why would you trust it based on the stuff that they're all saying, right? But I kind of got what I was getting what Drew was saying. And then at least she went and got somebody who is, well, I don't know if the lady is honest, is in the fitness world like that, but at least she has a partner, someone else that she can at least say that that's who she's leaning on for the physical and the nutrition part of it. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about what a lot of people were saying on Twitter as far as, the other ladies have introduced things as well that didn't really go over. And they're saying She by Sheree need to happen before Sheree do all this talking. And so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe all this stuff is not even real anyway. Maybe they're just using this to have something to talk about, right? The fact that they're trying to get these businesses off the ground. I think Candy is really the only person when she starts talking about a vision about anything, we kind of we see it happen, right? We saw the play, the toy line, whatever, the restaurants, anything she says, they kind of, it just kind of happens. She also has the resources and, to make them happen. And that's kind of why people are saying, why is Sheree not tapping her for at least advice or information or help her find investors, whatever it is that she need. I don't know. And the only thing after we saw that spa scene, I'm thinking, well, maybe she just don't feel like she had a type of relationship with Candy where she can lean on her like that. Because, when I was still living in Atlanta, I think it was in some of the comments on one of these blogs. People were saying that some of these ladies are not as nice as you might think they are. So when the cameras stop rolling, people are not as friendly as you or down to earth as you may think they are. And even to the other women on this show, not just to strangers, but even to the other castmates. So you never know what's real with that. So I thought that scene though was a little telling, but then Candy do have a lot of stuff going on, so she don't really have time to be hanging out with the girls either, not all the time, right? Um, so, and then how would they know when her downtime is if they're not contacting her, right? And if she's not contacting them when she's on her downtime, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, what people on Twitter are saying. The other part of the whole Candy situation is Candy in Kenya, and over this, they still talking about these toys that she was asking everybody to wear. And then Candy starts saying something about, you said I can get it in front of my husband. That don't have nothing to do with the cost of tea in China. Like, that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Like, she's still, like I said in that last video, she's definitely making excuses for her wanting them to promote her products. And that's kind of all it is at the end of the day. And I understand where Kenya is coming from. And I think Nene said this as well when she was there, when she kind of said, like, when Candy threw that whole thing about her being a stripper. Just because I was a stripper at 20 do not mean that I still feel that way at my age now. And, like she kind of said, everybody don't want to put their sexuality on blast like that, right? And so, yeah, I don't get why she is acting like she don't get that. Like, there should be some other things in her line, I think there is, that's more less, I guess, sexual, like oils or something like that. You guys get what I'm saying, like something that is more acceptable to people who are not really trying to push all of that conversation like that. On top of the fact that anybody could have been controlling the lady's thing. Okay, and like Kenya said last episode, she's single and they're on there with their husbands and stuff. It's just not, it's not a good look. It really wasn't. And Candy's really just trying to make excuses with that. Her hypothetically, I didn't even see that last season, but her making a hypothetical statement like that if I was to get with women, Candy can get it, is not the same as you having some man controlling my underwear. Is nowhere near the same, and you shouldn't even be in the same conversation. So yeah, and her saying that in front of her husband, like, I'm not even going. I'm not gonna go in because I'm not trying to go in on the stuff that's out. We already know what y'all do. So, like, for real, Ty was not. He didn't even blink, I'm sure, when she said that. And then she had that whole Candy Coated Night where she was talking about all kind of stuff. And at one point, Todd started producing it, and he was there, and she was talking about stuff, and Todd wasn't involved with the stuff that she was talking about. So your husband is used to certain conversations when he is around. It's still not the same thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that when they were in the candle shop. And Candy's still trying to make a point. I think Candy just want to have these ladies push her products. But like I said, she needs to bring things that are more acceptable to people. Maybe like oils or candles or whatever she have going, lotion or whatever, where the conversation is light, like, people talking about their panties and all this kind of stuff. Everybody don't want to do that. And her using that hypothetical, that really tickled me. Like, what is she talking about? Just because she said that do not mean that she really felt like that, number one, or that should bother Todd, because Todd knew that when she was saying that, it was the context in which she was saying it, right? Anyway, let me know what y'all thought about that. And then Kenya and Marlo getting into it. I guess that's going to continue next week. You know, the thing about Marlo is when she shades people, she kind of go low, right? I've said this already, so I'm not even gonna go back into it, but definitely hits below the belt all the time. Um, I don't know, and I think her bringing up Mark kind of just rubbed Kenya the wrong way. I definitely don't think that they were gonna have a fight. I don't think anybody thought that. No, the show has to have tension and, arguments and all that stuff, things for them to disagree about. So I think that putting Kenya and Marlon at odds again is, the direction that they're trying to go with that. But yeah, I didn't think that they would fight. And DJ A1 is so ridiculous. I'm not even gonna repeat the stuff he was saying over there and then speak on it. Go to Candy's channel and watch her speak on it. They kind of recap the show as well. And then, like I said, she was kind of saying that there was more going on. That's why she was about to cry. I don't get what she's talking about with she said I can get it in front of Todd. But let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that that's something, do you think that's disrespectful to say in front of someone's husband? Especially when you're using it in a hypothetical way. Like, if I was into all of that, Candy can get it, or whoever. Because she said it was 3. When I didn't watch it last season, so I don't even know who she was talking about, or why they were even having that conversation. But even from the clip, you can kind of see the context of it. She wasn't. It's not like she was inviting Candy to get it right in that moment. So it's a very different thing. It wasn't disrespectful because of the way she was using it in a hypothetical situation. But let me know if you guys feel like that's disrespectful, even to play like that in front of someone's husband. Let me know in the comments. And then what do you think about the Marlo and Kenya situation kind of building up? I don't even remember, to be honest, what the build-up was about. But it was about, I think, Kenya repeating something to Candy, maybe. Because Candy left, they had an emergency. Oh, that was the thing. That looked so fake to me. But I don't know. If they say it's real and the police was out there, I guess it was real. But let me know what you guys thought about everything in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video.